Let me start. So I want to welcome all of you tonight, and thank you for staying with us throughout this week. I'll say 5 days of turning overwhelmed to thriving. That's pretty much what we are trying to do, right? And I was saying that I like challenging conventional thoughts a lot because I believe that that's what has crippled um, most of us, right? Just the conventional way. In our local culture, we have a proverb that says that the food that you never saw on the, I'm trying to translate from our local language, so pardon me, right? It's more like the food that you did not see in your mother's kitchen, let's put it that way. The food that you never saw in your mother's kitchen is a taboo, right? And what they are trying to say is that um, we all grow up taking in the things that has been handed over to us, right? And when you are growing up and you ask a lot of questions, I remember one story. I was young, but I still remember it. And as immediately I mentioned it, my eyes is in the vehicle whilst I was asking the question. So I was with my mom and we're traveling from Kumasi to, I think we're going to a village or to Wenchi, I think, somewhere. And I kept asking questions when I see a signboard. So, who owns this? Like, you know, what? Why is this signboard like that? Why is that right? And my mom was trying to shut me up, and there was this woman next to her. And see, she's very educated. It's like, no, don't shut him up. Kids like that, they always become very smart, right? So I guess I'm saying that to let you know, maybe for some of us, we've been asking questions from our childhood, right? And now another story that comes to mind is when my grandmother died. They said, man, there's this witch that killed her. And I was young at the time. The question I asked my mom is, ma, but she was a deaconess in the Church of Pentecost. Like, how can a witch kill a Christian like that? So some of these thoughts, I don't know, but I believe, and I guess that's why I'm passionate about them. I believe that I probably came, I'm saying probably because this one I would say I'm not sure, right? I probably came into time for this moment in this season to talk to you, to challenge the conventions. Because even as a child, I think I was 14, 15 or thereabout. I still had this thing in me that if the person is a Christian and he is made in the image and the likeness of God and Christ died to save them, how dare a demon or a devil to kill him or to kill her? I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And one of the things I remember I told my mom, I said, man, I don't know how you people, I don't know how you people believe God, but for me, if I become a Christian, I didn't even know whether I was a Christian or not, but I said if I become a Christian, I'll be dangerous. That's what I said, right? I'm not saying these things to boast or to pride myself. What I'm trying to get us to understand is that we have to believe in the things that are written in this word, right? We have to believe. Tonight is Friday night. Many people are in churches, crying their heart out, praying, screaming, like I do. And yet, that same person gets out of the church and you ask them, how are you doing, man? Or how is it? And it's hard or it's difficult. We can't complain. Stop trying to be normal. Stop trying to fit into the status quo. Stop trying to be accepted. There is one who made all things. He has accepted you. You don't need any man's acceptance. If we go into history, every single person, whether Christian, non-Christian, Buddhist, whatever they are, that has ever become something, have made any impact, they were not accepted. They were not normal. The Jesus who became our blueprint, who exchanged his life for us, was not accepted. Tonight, our assignment as the last day is very simple. Is to review. The next one would have been to enjoy, but I decided to cut that off because I know this is a boot camp. And so you probably might not enjoy the outcome of what your desire is within this space of time. I'm not being oblivion. I'm not going to lie to myself that within these 6 days, you are going to create something, right? So I took that off. And so tonight will be our last night where we review. And so typically it would have been reviewing what you implemented yesterday. But I'm making it a review of your entire life. My people, it is time for us to be honest with ourselves. There are a lot of things you have believed that have not served you. But you have been told all your life to just have faith. Faith is not blindness. Faith is not ignorance of truth. The Bible defines faith as the substance of the things hoped for. I'm hoping for something, but I have a substance of that which I am hoping for. He says it is the evidence, an evidence of what I have not seen. How do I have an evidence of something I have not seen? It's okay, Miss V. Right? So, as we are reviewing our life tonight, I am consciously trying to talk about faith so that you will set yourself free. Faith is not blindness. Faith is not lack of reasoning. Excuse me. Faith is not stupidity. Faith is not oblivion. Faith is a substance. Faith is a substance. Meaning, faith is tangible. Let me prove it to you. I just quoted Hebrews chapter 11. We all know that scripture. Faith is the evidence of things unseen, the substance of what you hope for. What is that substance? Romans chapter 10, the verse number 17. He said, now faith comes by hearing the word of God. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God. Meaning the substance and the evidence of faith is the word. So again, faith is not blindness, it's not ignorance, it's not lack of reasoning. For Abraham hoped against hope because he knew that God, who is able to raise the dead. See? So his evidence is that I can trust this God because I know he is able to raise the dead. And so against hope, he still hoped. When everybody was saying the economy was bad, Abraham says, no, not in the kingdom of my God. Abraham, what are you talking about? Are you dreaming? In this economy, you still are saying there is abundance? Master, be real, be realistic. He says, yes, I'm being realistic because the spirit is truth and truth is realistic. So when I'm speaking from the spirit, I am speaking the truth. Again, I'm not preaching to you. I'm teaching you the truth of life and existence. Faith is a substance. That substance is the word of God, meaning what God says is your evidence. That's why I took my time to teach you who you are. To let you know that there is 1/3 part of you is completely God, not a fake God, not a little God, not a smaller God, completely God. And that is your substance. Oh my goodness. I know we are all going through stuff. But if I tell you the stuff I'm going through currently, it will amaze you how I asked Nick for the past from Wednesday to today, every single day, I'm teaching 2 classes plus this one, right? From that one, I come here. And Joy too is here too, right? There is a necessity is laid on me, and woe is me if I do not what I'm called to do. There is a bunch of excuses for me to sit there and say, man, life is tough, man. Life is difficult, man. Believe me, I'm not downplaying what you are going through. But what we are going through is of the flesh. It doesn't define what our spirit being is. That God in us, who is seeking expression through us, it does not stop him. All I'm trying to do or help you to see is how to overcome your flesh. And again, I'm not preaching to you. I'm teaching you the substance of life. Yes, I'm a young man. But Eliyahu said something very powerful. He said, there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty is what gives him understanding. He said, I thought that age teacheth wisdom. That's from Job, the chapter 33. He said, I thought age teaches wisdom, but I have realized that there is a spirit in man, and it is the inspiration of the Almighty that gives him understanding. It's not age. It's when the spirit of life inspires. When he breathes, understanding comes to you. I can tell you without blinking an eye, there's a lot of things I know, and I have some of the things I've talked about here. I did not read them from the book I was showing you, Think and Grow Rich. There are things I've told to you about. I did not read them from any book. So how did I know it? The inspiration of the Spirit. And when you test it in time and in everything around you, you see the truth of it. That man is a soul. I only learn it from the Word of God. But how does man process information? Or what makes man a soul and God a spirit? It's the inspiration of the Almighty. Please, tonight, as you go to bed, I have put a package here for you guys. As you go to bed, give yourself just 1 hour. Please, I beg you. 1 hour. If you can put some earplugs in your ears, please do it. Find a quiet place and commune with the Spirit of life that you call God. I'm saying you call God because God is not his name. He never called himself God. I know that a lot of things I say bothers some of you because your religion begins to get a little shivery, right? And it's okay. Because if I don't break some of those things, and I do say them intentionally, I have to be honest with you. I say some of the things I say, like your pastor will not tell you, like what I just said, right? Like shaking your religion, or I'm not preaching to you, to reset the way you are processing the information I'm giving you. Because I want to make you uncomfortable and erase certain things that has kept you. I had to do that for myself to bring me to this place. Challenge my thought patterns and see, no, Vince, this thing is not serving you. It has imprisoned you. It has kept you stuck. And yet you are praying. Everybody sees you as, man, this boy prays. Jesus Christ. I wish I can pray like Pastor Vincent. Yes, you are praying. But where is the proof? When you pray and you don't act, you are praying a useless prayer. It is faith without evidence. And faith without evidence, James says, it is death. So please, I said, take an hour, plug your ears, and start thinking about all that you have believed in relation to what you are trying to achieve in 2025. What have you believed to be true? And ask yourself, is it really true? Are there other people who have experienced differently? Tonight, before we came here, I was with Nick. And I asked them this question, right? Yes, you are trying to look for a job in the IT field. All the news you are hearing is that the economy is bad and the job market is messed up now. Yes, we all see the obvious. That's what I call them, the obvious. There is the difference between the obvious and the truth. The obvious is what everybody knows and everybody sees. It is around us. We all can see it. But is that the truth? Truth is beyond obvious. Truth is spiritual. Truth is beyond obvious. Truth overcomes the obvious. The words I speak to you, they are spirit and they are truth. The obvious is there. Yes, the eyes is blind. It's obvious. But is that the truth? How can somebody who cannot walk, you tell the person, get up and walk, and they get up? The obvious is they cannot walk. If they could walk, why haven't they walked all this while? And yet, a man appears in the scene and he says, get up, pick up your mat and walk. I'm trying to unreligiousize the scriptures for you, that it applies beyond religion. The obvious is there. But can you embody the truth? Can you embody the truth? So the job market, yes, it's crashing. That's the news. That's the obvious. But are there not people like you getting jobs in this same crashing market? Right? Are there not people who probably don't have the experience you have, still landing jobs in this same crashing economy? Look around you. Every community you live in, it doesn't matter. Look around. Haven't you seen people building all over the place? Even my young daughter have seen it. Said, Daddy, man, it looks like now everywhere they are building stuff. Can you embody the divine nature and life? And be able to become that which you have set your mind to achieve in 2025. You have defined what you want. Now you know. You have established an expectation by getting rid of everything that has the potential to hold you down or hold you back. As part of establishing your expectation is some things we didn't have time to do here. The ability to see. Again, like I said, the obvious is there, but can you see in the truth? Right? You've heard your pastor say, life is spiritual, life is spiritual, life is spiritual. And the reason I keep saying I'm not preaching to you is that I am a pastor and I know how you process preaching. Preaching is abstract to you. I told Nick that if you join my coaching program, I'm going to make you uncomfortable because I want to make sure you see results. So for those of you here who are in Houston, before you know it, if I call you and you are not answering, I'm coming to your house. Because it's those excuses that have kept you where you are.
What if I lock my door? You get access.
What if, what if I lock my door? I will not tell you I'm coming. So by the time you realize I'm at your door, if you see my face in your camera and you're not open, I'll wait. If I wait and I get tired and I come to my house, then you have chosen to remain what you want to remain, right?
Doc, is it okay to, in, I mean,
What's that? Come on.
ask a
Yes,
question?
speak up. I'm listening.
Yes, today is my first time, so
Yeah.
I'm not happy that today is my first time. So forgive me, I didn't know.
Okay.
Secondly, is the class going on again? You've mentioned something twice about that.
Yeah. So I will do this challenge, right? Um consistently. Maybe I'll try and do it at least maybe once or twice every month. Um and then um I'll make a presentation for those who want to join, like my full 90-day coaching. That's what I just mentioned, right? Um, so for the 90-day coaching, um, it's a one-on-one, right? Um, going to work with you directly to establish what your goal or your desire is. What do you want to achieve within these 90 days, right?
Okay.
um, and then work with you, be your accountability partner. I have resources that I'm going to hand over to you. Aside that, based on whatever you want to achieve, I'm going to be there working with you to find the tools and the resources and things you need to make sure that that dream or that goal that you have set for the 90 days happen within that time frame, right? So if it's starting a business, okay, what I can help you with is um, what business are you trying to start, right? Is it an online business? Do you need some resources like, okay, maybe you need a business registration, right? You need to apply for your EIN, all of those things, right? I'm just using that as an example. The point is that it doesn't matter. This is not a cookie cutter, right? One cup fits all. Depending on if it's weight loss that you want to lose in the next 90 days, I want to be there holding you accountable and um, giving you all the necessary resources and strategies and things that you need in order to be able to achieve that goal. So that's like a summary of the whole thing. But the key thing that I believe that most of us are missing is not the ability to do what we actually want to do. It is the lack of understanding, and that's what makes the coaching key, right? The lack of understanding, because you can get stuck on something that is very minute, or because of a simple change of mind, right? So yesterday I shared my story that I woke up in the morning and for some reason I just woke up tearing, right? Just crying like that, right? Let's all be honest. That could mess your whole day up, right? Then are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Doc.
Right. So something like that could mess your whole day up, right? But how can you flip that? Right? It's just like when I know that was one of your favorite things, flipping the interview, right? When you came through
Yes.
the class, right? Exactly. Flipping the interview. It's something as simple as that, right? So I'm a big advocate for mentorship, because most of the things that holds people back is just a simple reframing of the mind, or somebody to tell him, hey, no, this thing you um experiencing, it's not like that. Think of it this way. And then all of a sudden, light bulb moment. And once you get that light bulb moment, the next thing is you can go for days and be able to be productive and do that which you actually have set your mind to do. Right? So similar to what I do with the IT class is pretty the same thing I'm trying to do here. Right? So again, you can join the next challenge. right? The 5 day program as we have done here.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you for the explanation.
definitely. Yeah. So any question from anybody, please. I want to if you guys don't ask a question, today is the last day. I'm going to mention everybody's name and everybody have to ask a question. You cannot just soak it in. Questions are very powerful, right? Everything you see around you in your office, in your home right now, came as a result of a question, right? It all came as a result of a question. Somebody asked a powerful question, and by that question, an idea dropped, right? So please, everybody, Ms. Fina, you are on my top left, so I'll start from you, please. Any question for the past or the days you've been here?
Oh, no.
Like, so what stood up to you?
Right now, I think
Because I know you've been here at least 3 or so of them, right?
4 days.
4 days, yeah. So what one thing stood up to you?
The fact that there's this like an awakening inside of me that I have a lot of things on my mind that I need to do. So I double into a lot of things. So I want to do this, I want to do that, and I don't end up completing it. So right now I have to make a plan that this is what I need to do and go with that.
Yeah. And so I'll give you guys this. Unfortunately, I have to give you guys the soft copy, so you have to go print it, right? For the coaching program, I it's much better, it's much nicer, it's colored. This one is black and white, it's colored, redesigned. This one is from 2019,
That's
right?
nice.
Yeah, so this is something that will help you to solve that problem, the doubling and the having many ideas and not knowing exactly which one to do. I am like that, right? I do too many things, and sometimes you end up not knowing, or that's actually part of why I created this thing, right? Not knowing which idea to go with first,
Mhm.
right? Exactly. So here, the first page will help you to, hey, set up your goal based on the goal that we set or the desire that we establish for the first 90 days. It will help you to be able to narrow down, and those other questions are all there for you, right? To choose, okay, which one can I go first? Which one can I put on hold? Which one do I think yesterday or one of the days I mentioned about the do, delete, delegate, right?
Yes, okay.
So that will help you to know, okay, I can do this one right now. Maybe I have to delete this one. I have to delegate this one so that somebody have the skill, right? We looked also at the SWOT um, analysis, where you look at your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and the threats, right? So your strength could be the ones that you can quickly jump in, right? Especially when you have multiple ideas, maybe you are strong in some of them than the other, right? So
Mhm.
we tackle the ones that you are strong in right off the bat. The ones that you are weak in, we can delegate them, right? The ones that you have some opportunities in can also be part of the ones we take on, because if we see that it has the opportunity to actually bring you more results or faster results, then we can handle those ones, right? And the ones that are threats, we can delete them or look at it again and see, okay, um, where do we put them? Do we delete or do we delegate that, right? So that's how you can use this resource.
Okay.
Excellent. And so you see why I'm trying to get everybody to ask a question, right? So I can help you and then show you how to maximize your time here. Like, I want to make sure that the 5 days here is not just information outburst, but okay, decipher it and see, okay, which ones really apply to me and how can I maximize my timing.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other question, please?
No.
Okay, Nick, you are next to me on the screen.
Honestly, I said the biggest thing that stood out to me was putting plans into action. It's a lot of things I want to do, and because of that, I can kind of get stuck and procrastinate because I don't know which way to go. So I kind of feel like just the planner and the way you put everything together will kind of help me, maneuver through these obstacles that I'm going through because I had one thing here is like, which one should I do first? This one more important, like you said. So get to that, then I can delegate the other tasks and delete, or remove whatever. It's not really important during that time. So I kind of felt like that really stood out to me.
Awesome. Yeah, because I think a lot of us get stuck with things like that, right? Especially with our world with information overload. You see a lot of things online and you feel like, man, okay, I can do this. Especially if you are trying to start a business or get into some career or something, right? It's always more like, okay, this one sounds good, this one looks good, this one too can, and so before you know it, the year has ended and you never did any of them, and tonight I was just telling my mom, I said, man, it looks like the week started and today is Friday. I can't even believe it, right? It's like you wake up, today is Monday, the next time you wake up is Friday. Right? So before you know it, I guess my point is the year is over and you had all these plans, right? New Year's resolutions, and you never tackled any of them. That's why I decided to run this thing right off the beginning of the year to help us, start well, gather momentum, keep pushing, and be able to make something happen. Awesome. So, Eresi, please, you are next. I think this is your second night.
Yes. First question,
Yes.
for the workbook that you showed, when would we be receiving that?
Receive that tonight.
Tonight. Okay. Email, via email, correct?
Yes.
Okay. My second question is for the coaching that you spoke about. Is that something that we have to kind of like let you know and sign up for? If so, when does it start or how do we get into that?
Okay. Yeah. So that will start. I want to start it in February, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to give you a couple weeks to look at everything. Volume. Is my volume up or down? Can you hear me?
It's good right now.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I guess my mic is here and I'm here, so but the mic is good, so sometimes I guess it just goes a little mute on me. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Doc,
yeah.
I think you need coaching on your microphone.
There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So see, everybody has something in them that is their thing. Rema is, this kind of stuff. You see, and so we have to make money out of that, right? Like you know what I mean? You have to teach people how to set up their podcast and all of those things, right?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Exactly. You went to work, you said work was stressful. If you are teaching people how to fix their mic, would that be stressful for you?
No, when you come to my turn, I have some things planned. We will talk.
Okay, there you go. So let's do it. Yeah, let's do it, bro. Okay, so definitely Rema just threw me off right here. Yeah, so it's going to be in February, as I said, right? And so I will put the package together. I actually have it on my screen. So I will share it with. So if you are interested, I want to do it this way, right? I don't want to quote unquote intimidate anybody or make anybody feel bad that, oh, I'm not signing up or anything. No, it's not compulsory, it's not forced. It's my passion to make sure that you become what God created you to be, right? It's my burden, it's my assignment, right? And so the flip side of the coin is, if you see value in what you have heard this week, if you think that some of the things we've talked about are things you are struggling with and you believe that I can help you, then reach out, right? Let's talk and see how best I can help you achieve that goal, right? So that's how I will put it. So again, Racy, I think your question was when does it start? It's February, and then if you are interested, reach out, right? I think a couple people have already reached out, right, to join it. So we already have 2 people who said they are ready to join. So yes, so Racy, if you are interested, hit me up. Anybody else, anybody who is interested, just let me know and I will send you the package and then you can sign up.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Sounds
it's a
good.
complete 90 days, so it's not a short thing. If 3 solid months, you have access to me completely. You know what? Let me share my screen and just show you guys. Which screen are you guys seeing?
It's a Word document.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but we cannot see it well.
It's small.
Let me bolden it up.
Please, can you zoom it in a bit?
Do I need coaching on that one too?
No.
Right. So so this is it better?
I would say hit Control and plus on your keyboard.
Like that.
There you go.
Okay. Right. So let me just read through it. So it's a 90-day coaching package for Desire Creativity Mastery Program. Is designed to provide exceptional value and transformational results. Right. So the goal is here, proven path to transform your desires into tangible, life-changing outcomes in 90 days. So the first thing, what's included here is a weekly one-on-one coaching sessions, 60 minutes, tailored to your goals and challenges. Each session focuses on implementing the Desire Creativity Blueprint in your life, a lifetime access to the Desire Creativity Blueprint framework. So this is more like outside of the tools and frameworks and other exercises and things, I have a coaching video that will be, you can also get access to it. Then we have our weekly group masterminds. I have I think, Rema, you joined that group on school?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So we have that, and then the desired productivity planner, which I've shown you guys. When the coaching program, when you see this thing, you will be amazed. This one is just my own private copy, but it's even this copy, as you can see, is big, right? It cost me $50 just to print all of this from what do you call it? FedEx, right? So, but this one, I love the way it looks. I don't have a copy here at the time, so but I guess the goal is not how it looks, right? It's the actionable steps that have been broken down in there. Access to the private desire mastery community. I'm trying to see if I'll create one in Slack or Facebook. So that's what this is. And then your personalized breakdown, breakthrough blueprint. So we have a custom roadmap that will be created for you specifically, right? Making sure that, you know, we outline your 90-day journey. No cookie cutter, no shortcuts, laying it down exactly as it's supposed to be, right? What do you want to create? I think for Nick, I spoke with him and he mentioned about his goal. So Nick's goal is different from Reme's goal or Eresi or V's goals, right? So everybody, I'm going to have that one-on-one time with you. We can strategize and plan it and put it down like that. Bi-weekly accountability check-ins, right? So we have that check-ins where I'm going to sit down with you every that's bi-weekly. Remember, we have our weekly check-ins there, weekly meetings, 1 hour, where we sit down and actually get some things done. Maybe some of the things, if we need to, especially coming to find your resources and tools and things like that, right? We get on that hour, we make sure that we gather all of those things together. The digital learning hub has a bunch of videos that you can go through, some of the mindset stuff that we talked about here. Get all of those access there. So you can see a whole bunch of things here. These are some special courses or classes that I have also included. A high touch support, which is unlimited emails and voice notes. If you need to talk to me shortly via WhatsApp or send an email to make sure that, oh, I'm stuck here, I need help with this, I'm going to be there. And my customized affirmation kit. So completion results is just extra stuff to give you some gifts. And this is the price that I had for it, but that's not what I'm going to charge any of you, so don't get scared. I have some excellent stuff that I'm working on here, as you guys can see. Access to the Desire Creativity board game. I've started working on it with a company in China. Let me see if I can show you a drawing of it real quick. It's not, I don't know whether, can you see? Oh, you can't. I think I'm sharing.
No, we're still seeing the.
Okay, let me do it this way. So I've created, I've done, or I'm doing a lot of things with this particular desire activity blueprint, right? Because I know that people, so this is some of the cards that we are working. We used Dale to create this. So it's part of the game. So think of it, it's more like Monopoly, right? That's the board game. That's how it looks like. It's like Monopoly. So when it's ready, you guys will love it. lifetime access to any future programs that I put together, and a $500 rebate. So this isn't just another coaching program. It's a transformational journey designed to help you uncover your highest potential, break free from limitations, and achieve tangible, lasting results in just 90 days. So if you believe that this could be what you are missing and what you need in 2025, let's talk, right? The most important thing is, as I told you from the very beginning, when I was making $40,000 a year, I still invested $7,000 to join a coaching program. For those of you who are members of CPIM, okay, I think only 3 people, right? Let me tell you a secret. The first time Dr. Mark, there was a we had a mutual friend who was like his godson, who connected me, right? The first time the reason he decided or accepted to meet me was because of John Maxwell. Right? Why am I saying that? I'm saying that to let you know that sometimes certain things we invest in might not mean anything in the now, but it will surprise you what doors it can open, or some people who would want to just give you the benefit of the doubt, right? Because sometimes when people get to a certain level, they want to rub shoulders with mastermind with people on the same level or the same kind of frequency, if you will, right? And so that's why education, I love what Ken Evans said the first day. He said education is the way to turn your mirrors into windows, right? The mirror reflects you just see yourself, but when you are educated, that mirror flips, and now it becomes a window where you can see far, right? So again, all I'm trying to say is that it's the value. That's how you look at things. When you go to the store to buy something, you don't buy it because of how much it costs. You buy it because of the value it will provide for you. True or true? Right? The reason people pay to come to the IT class is because in their mind, they perceive that, oh, okay, if I pay 3,000 to join the IT class, if I get a job, I'm going to make more than that, right? So they compare the value and say, okay, it's 3,000, but okay, I think I can do it. Maybe I'll set up a payment, right? Or something, right? Okay. Now, but we all know, and some of you have been through the class, right? People finish the class and that's it. They don't even apply for the job. They don't try to even get an interview. They don't even do anything with it. But in their mind, when they were studying, they had this thing in their mind that, oh, when I finish, I'll get a job. And so the $3,000 doesn't matter. But this thing I'm showing you, a lot of people will look down on it and say, man, hey, although it's not 6,000, but if I'm paying 6,000, man, like, what would this thing even do for me? I'm not even going to make any money. But that's a big lie. I'm comparing it to the IT class because I teach both of them, right? If I believe and I know for sure that 90% of the people in the IT class, right, who probably haven't gotten a job yet, I'm talking about those who never got a job or haven't gotten a job yet. If I take all of them through this creativity blueprint class, I believe without a shadow of doubt that more than 70% of them, if they would not be like Ben, who said they will lock their door and not let me come in. If they will not lock their door and not let me come in, and they will check in, do what I tell them, get the resources we put together, and stay with me throughout the 90 days, I can promise that they will get a job. Right? Because it begins from inside and then it comes out. Your posture from within will affect your posture from without. And then you create that thing around you, and then you begin to say, life is hard, life is tough, the job is this, all of that. But you forget that it is an internal thing. It is an internal thing. So please, again, I'm not trying to twist, force your arm, any of that. No. Even in my church, I don't force to take offering. I don't take offering at church. Joy laughing, right? At church, I don't believe that. Not that I don't believe in offering. I believe in offering, but I don't believe that God is a transactional God where you have to give before He blesses you. Don't get me wrong. The Bible says, give and it shall be given to you, pressed down, shaking together, running over. So that's what it is. It's true that when you give, He will bless you. But I don't believe in the twisty of things, right? I've decided to be honest and truthful with God and with men because it's not fair, right? It's not fair. I'm a pastor. I've been a pastor for over 15 years. And I've seen it. I've served in different churches, different ministries. I've started churches for different ministries. This is the only time I'm starting one for myself. So I know it all. That's why I make those statements, because I know how it's done. Right? But I want the people of God to be free. I will not gather people around me when I know I will not live in this dimension forever. What a waste. Right? My assignment is to make sure that people are free. Exhibit the potentials within them. Live life to the fullest potential that God has given you. You die, you go meet your Father, and you are happy. Right? No, I'll do a genuine work like I'm doing and make money out of that. Right? And so, again, if you see value, I will be honored, privileged to work with you. Okay. If not, I also respect that. I love you. I'll have this bi-weekly challenge. You can come and learn for free and apply it as I have showed you, right? And I'm even giving you some of these tools. The only thing is the soft copy of this one. The people who join the coaching program has the the nice package stuff, because they are spending money. So I have to make sure I treat them well. Tracy, any more questions? Good.
I don't think I have any other question now.
If anything,
Yeah, I'll always hit you up. So yeah, I just think it's like I just have to take action.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the main thing that I'm getting from everything. Stepping out of the comfort zone and just taking action, at least making the first move. So
Okay, Miss
thank
Joy,
you.
I'll take few questions or anybody else. I don't want to take too much of your time, but I'll still ask everybody.
Yes, I have something to say.
Okay, Rema.
Yeah. So I would say thank you for allowing me to partake in this class. it has been very helpful, eye-opening as well. It actually aligns with my 2025 resolution because I wanted to find my purpose, as we spoke about last year. Like 2025 is just dedicated to find my actual purpose. And, I said this week has been stressful, overwhelming, and tiring, but it's also helpful because it taught me to readjust myself and, make other plans because I've always thought of, let me just work for somebody, pay the bills. But I feel like working to just paying the bills, that's not life. That is just existing. I want to live life. I want to enjoy life. I want my children's children to come and inherit something. And during the class, you spoke about, you use the Bible to quote a lot of things. Faith without works is nothing. God has given us a lot of gifts. Everybody on this class, regardless whether you are technical or not, there is this something in you that you are very good at. Like if you don't put more effort into it, it's just something on your mind or something on paper. Yesterday I saw something. I happened to my boss took me to the what do you call it, Chinese restaurant, and this fortune cookie or cookie fortune, yeah. So I saw this, and this is what I got, and it aligned with exactly what I've been thinking about this week. It says your hobby will teach you the importance of setting and achieving goals. It's like everything that I really want to do is like this thing is speaking to me. So it's like, once again, thank you so much, because I've come to realization of making a bold decision, which I know when I make it, you tell me, that's too risky, but I think I should make that decision because I'm almost 40. I've lived a life where I used to think, oh, I need a permission to do this, I need a permission to do that. Life is all about risk. If you're not ready to take a risk, you can never grow. So I think I'm ready to take that risk, like, grab my stuff and make the move because
move here. Come to Houston, man.
I've been applying for jobs in Houston. It's like nobody's calling me. I'm applying for
Houston. When you come, the job will come. I will host you in my house. Come on.
Okay, I'm coming.
Come and live and
give me first week of March. I'm driving there.
Come. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, come. At least accommodation wise, you don't have to worry, right?
Yeah.
And then you can take time and apply. Sometimes when you are inside of the location,
it helps.
Also,
yeah.
So,
yeah, because the media stuff that that I do is like I spend a lot of money from November to December to now. Like between November and now, I spend more than 5,000 buying equipment, and it's like not making.
Don't do anything with the equipment, then
yeah.
So it comes back to what I'm saying, right? So
you
spend money buying all of these things, but without the accountability to hold you down and say, hey, you bought this and this and this. These are the tools you've gathered. Now let's do something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yes, sir. We will talk.
Okay. Ms. Joy, I think you were about to speak, and then Rema. Amen.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So I'm taking this postgraduate course, and I've been doing well. I'm supposed to round up in April, and something happened. I came across, I think I did about 5 to 6 courses and passed them. And then it was time to take math. like a course that has to do with mathematics. So when I saw it, I just stopped the program. Not like I called the instructor or the program mentor. I just
Because you saw
I yeah, just placed it on hold. And that was because when I as a child, right, my math teacher was very mean to me, and he would call me a crazy mathematician, and he would beat me very well. So the moment I saw this X raised to power, I said, no, 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 not here, you know. I just pushed it aside. But my second class here in this program, I realized that, okay, maybe it's my mindset. My mind is just so fixed that, okay, I can't do it. I can't do math. And I needed to adjust myself to have this an adaptive mindset. So I prioritized the work. I started studying, and then I haven't taken the exam yet, but I'm doing pre-assessment. And I also have other things that I feel they are difficult, and I just push it aside. I procrastinate a lot, and that affects me. So my first class here with you, you said something about your present situation. You said your present situation or condition is as a result of your decisions, the decisions you made in the past. So I checked myself, okay, if I'm making this decision of putting things on hold, that means I'm not going to save enough or invest enough like I want to. And I want to live better than I deserve, not just for myself, but a transgenerational impact. So I started prioritizing things because most of them have deadlines. So it was easier for me to prioritize. And by God's grace, I'm getting better. I would like to join the mentorship program, the coaching program, if you don't mind, please. I just want to be part of it all the way and make sure that this 2025, I hit a very big milestone for myself. I know where I'm headed, but I don't just have the zeal to push. Thank you, sir.
awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So I think I don't even have to say anything. She kind of hit the nail right there, right? And we all have these childhood things that has been stuck with us, right? And if you don't pay attention to it, or sometimes like how she was describing it, right? Some of the information here, my volume again. Rema, you need to come and help me, man.
I'm moving. I'm coming. I'm coming right away.
Right. So, yeah, so I was saying that, I don't need to really say much, right? I think Joy has hit the nail right on the head, right? We all have all of these things that has been stuck with us all this while, but if you don't pay attention to it, you will not know. Or some of these moments of awakening, right, where it hits you and you're like, man, okay. Then you keep telling yourself, I think I told you guys the story of a friend who was always saying, man, I've been bitten by a dog when I was young, and that's why I'm afraid of dogs. Guess what? Apparently, one day somebody, I don't know whether I said it or not, but let me say it again for those who probably were not here. So one day, or maybe let me start. So a friend of mine, she's a pastor actually, always have been telling herself that she was bitten by a dog, right? When she was, young, not a child, but, in, I guess, in the 20s or something. And so that's why she's afraid of dogs, right? So one day in her old age, I think she's like 40 something older than me. So, one day a friend asked her, ah, you've been saying you were bitten by a dog when you were like in your 20s or 30s or whatever. Like, was it a big dog? Because it seems like you're so scared of dogs now. And where did the dog beat you? And then now, all of a sudden, this light bulb came to this pastor friend. It's like she couldn't recall which part of the body the dog bit, whether the leg or whatever, right? And so she was there. It's like, you know what? And I'm glad she was truthful. She said, you know what? Come to think of it, the dog really did not bite me. The dog did not bite her. Like, you know how some dogs can come so close, and then based on the fear for decades, she's been telling the story that she has been bitten by a dog, right? And that fear lingers with her over and over again all the time, right? So I'm glad you shared this story. Very powerful, right? It's like we all have those moments, right, with us, and that's why we need to really come up and make sure that we overcome this. Okay. Ms. V, any question, please?
No. First of all, I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I did not send my video. It
No
skipped me.
problem. I don't think
If
anybody have sent their videos yet, so
Oh,
thank
good.
you
I don't
for
have to feel bad then. Tomorrow,
so
please.
don't
I
feel
am so
bad.
sorry.
Nobody have sent their videos yet, so
Okay. I just remembered it when I joined.
no problem.
Given. I just want to thank you very much for the time you invested in this. It's kind of waking me up that I need to sit up. I used to do like I plan something, I do it right away, but I've been having a lot of issues with procrastination. So it is beating me up that I need to sit up and do things instead of putting them on the shelf. So there's a lot that I need to get done. So it kind of pushed me that I have to do things in like divide it up in quarters instead of pushing everything in one plate.
Yeah.
Set up a long term and a short term goal. That would be the only way I will get things going. So it has been a lot to push me to get stuff going again.
Awesome. Awesome.
To wake up my old self instead of making excuses.
Yes, ma'am. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I don't have any
Daniel?
question.
Okay. Daniel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any question, any comments?
No, it's just
Anything
like
that
you've been
stood up?
saying.
Yeah.
It's just like you've been saying all the time. Find what you want, your desire, and then, take action. And that's one of the, for me, that's one of the things I gotta start doing. Just take action.
Yeah.
Have your plan and then execute the plan.
Yeah.
No walking around it.
Yeah. Yeah. Daniel has been one of my mentorship students, so that's some of the things we've been working on with him. So awesome, man. Mr. Ben, any comments or questions? I know, like you said, you missed a lot of the good stuff.
Yeah. For me, like you already know, I'm already into some side hustles apart from my IT job. I'm a licensed real estate agent and also been doing taxes for almost 7, 8 years now.
Yeah.
My issue has been with my kind of clientele and managing the expectations.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you already know how you see your tax preparer and
Yeah.
wanting certain things done, which might be illegal and might put people in trouble and all that. So because of that, my client base, especially most of my clients have been um, people who look like me, from the same place like me and all that. So I used to have a lot, but right now, I can't boast of. I used to have about 500 clients, but I can't boast of 100 now because of one or two things that maybe trying to do the right thing. So I'm looking, I'm looking
Yeah,
at
can you,
developing.
can you, I guess you are acting like me now. I think you're a little bit far from your mic.
Yeah, maybe the guy when he comes down, he will help me to the media guy. I'm I'm actually
I have two
speaking
clients now.
directly.
You
I'm
are
not using a mic.
exactly, you have two clients now.
I, I'm, I'm not using a mic. I'm speaking directly to my
Okay.
laptop.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. And
No.
also, I've been a realtor for past two years now, and I'm trying to build and expand my clientele.
Okay.
So maybe we'll be needing help in that
Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And definitely, I can help you with that as well. Um,
Mm.
you know, um I would say, I don't want to say big, but medium when it comes to the online space too, right? And so some different um things like 2025. I'm going to do. Rema, come. I have some stuff for you, man. We're going to do some online magic stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like
Yes.
seriously, as I'm thinking, it's just coming, right? So
Is Raymond married? Is he married?
why do you have a wife
Because
for him?
no, that would not be a single decision the way
That would not be
he's
a
telling
difficult
me.
decision, right?
That would be a family decision.
That's like you just get up and you are gone. But if you
Yeah,
have if you have to hold a meeting,
yeah.
Oh, right now nothing is holding me back.
nothing is
Oh,
holding
okay,
you
okay.
back.
Yeah, nothing is no change attack.
No change.
Touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
free at home. Okay.
So he's free. He's free to
Mm.
come. Yeah. So Ben, yeah, we can, look at that too. What is making you lose some of these customers or clients, right? And how we can actually leverage the social media marketing and things like that, right? Because
Yeah,
right now, that is one of the things I really want to push some of our people into, right? Because I see a lot of young people who are very good with the social media. And I can tell you, um, even with us, with the small stuff we do there, you get a few change here and there, right? So, like Nick, that's one of the things we will have to take a look at, right? And you people are on TikTok and doing all of those things. And instead of strategizing to monetize it, you're just doing it for fun, right? Because now content is skin,
yeah,
right? Hey, so if you can, um, you know, like with this, my new Desire Creativity channel that I created not too long ago, I've been pushing it. I'm almost at the monetization stage right now, right? You have to take advantage of everything that is available. That's some of the things I'm trying to get us to understand, right? Don't just say, oh, me, I'm like this. Me, like Joy just said, right? Oh, I'm not like that. I'm shy. Hey, like all of those things are things that were done to us when we were kids, and it has created this mindset and this personality. But look at your environment. What can you do to leverage what is available, right? So that you can create some multiple sources of income, right? Yeah, we have to. People, I beg you, we have to, right? We have to. every single one of you here, if I sit down one-on-one with you for an hour, I can help you create an extra income. I'm not boasting. I'm not assuming. I know for a truth. Right? I can help you create an extra income. The last thing that will be left is, would you, after I've shown you and given you what you need to do, will you do it? That part I can help you, right? If you have money, then I can show you how to outsource those things so that, okay, you are not doing it. That's part of the delegation part, right? You are not doing it. You hire somebody. So, Mr. Ben, we can hire somebody from India or the Philippines, or I have some people from Bangladesh, and these people doing stuff for me, right? They can hold your business down for you, the part that you know they can handle, or you can create a training for them, teach them exactly what they need to do. They will handle that part for you. So you leverage yourself, right? You set yourself free from being overwhelmed, or I need to do this real estate, this and that, right? Like the real estate part, okay, they can be there and search the web and find properties for you so that you here can go see it, or however. I'm not a real estate agent, so I don't know much about the industry, but at least, right, I know you have to find properties and all of those things, right? They can do those things for you, so you don't have to, you know, get overwhelmed with all of those other stuff. That's how you are able to do more things in a short time. And you look like this superhero who is like, you had 5 people at the same time. No, you just leverage other people's skills and expertise. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. I think I know one or two things about the issues,
Okay.
especially when it comes to the taxes. But I'm content with that because
Okay.
it also means that
Quality
I'm
is
thinking,
better than
yes,
quantity. Yeah.
yeah, and also thinking of myself, my family, and all that.
Yeah.
Because how could somebody who paid about $3,000 a single individual in taxes
Yeah.
to the government come in and expect you to be
To
able to give
give them
6,000?
10,000.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah, I know, man.
So most of them has to do a lot of education and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. I get it, man. Anyways, thank you all so much. It's been an amazing week. I have loved it. I think if not for other responsibilities, I think I would have loved to do this every week, because this I love impacting and making sure people are living their best life. So thank you all so much. Last but not the least, please can you give me a thumbs up if you have downloaded my book or bought it? This is your last gift to me. If you haven't, please go download it. Okay.
Which book? There's the desire.
No, the Desire Creativity.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it from Amazon.
Amazon. Okay. Okay. So it looks like everybody has it. Right. Okay. Yeah, please. And if you haven't written a review, I need the review. I beg you, I need the review.
Yeah,
Please.
you were right about the $50 purchase limit before you can do a review on
Yeah, that
Amazon.
was correct, right?
Yeah, that was correct.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So if your account, your Amazon account is new and you haven't made $50 purchase, you will not be able to review. So you have to have a $50 purchase So if you want to buy 5 of my books, that will be and give them to your friend, that'll be $50. Or you can buy the hardcover, which is I think it's
19.
right? Yeah. So if you buy a couple of those, it will be. But anyways, I love you, whether you buy it or not. Boom. It doesn't matter. Thank you all so much. So please, again, if you are interested in the 90-day coaching, out to me, and I'll be here to help you. Thank you so much. And go and create, because
Everybody.
creator is
Thank you, sir.
Thank
And sir,
you.
can you
Thank
please
you.
remind us the
Thank
coaching
you.
program?
What's that?
The coaching, the 90-day coaching.
Yes.
How much is it?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry?
I didn't hear you.
I mean, how much is it for the coaching?
Yeah, I'll message you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.